Right, welcome to space. Woohoo! This is our animals and Earth. It's mostly Earth, or space, I'm sorry, because we kind of move forward. So animals is already done, but it'll work. So this is the moon, and the first station is going to be at the astronaut station, the shuttle station. So it actually starts right here. They have a tunnel that they can climb through to get into the shuttle, and then a myriad of dress-up things and some tools. And let me show you these moon shoes. They are just a strap of Velcro here. Hold on, sorry. Okay, so you just strap it across like that. And they're sponges, and so they're a little springy. So a little fun feeling there. And then these are telescopes. And the telescopes actually have a planet at the end. So if you hold it up to the light, oh, you can kind of see it in there, but I can't focus. So anyway, each of the telescopes has a different planet that they can see, and it does make a difference if they hold it up to the light. That'll make it a lot better for them. Got a little laptop here for them to blast off, and then just some random stuff, but they can do their handprint there as they come in. This is space food, and there's a bunch of things in each station that I'm going to put out for weeks 3 and 4. So I don't know how you do your schedule. You do it however you need to, but I make it with the intent that all the students will get to go to all the stations within the first 2 weeks. So usually that means they do 2 stations the first week, 2 stations the second week, and then they can repeat that weeks 3 and 4. So weeks 3 and 4, this food will come out, and it's matching. So they have to find the matching pairs. Matching pairs. I crack myself. I didn't even mean to do that. And they can match by the color of the food or by the object or the label. And then here's some gears that the astronauts can fly their shuttle with. And there's some roll tags here. They can be astronauts, some control panel things, a mirror for their dress up, and of course their seats as they blast off and launch. Now you have to have mission control in order to launch. So over here we have mission control, and they will be keeping track of what the mission number is, the astronauts who are going, and where they are going to. So there's Velcro objects here that they can pull from. And then there's a flight plan. So they need to help the astronauts make sure they've done their weather check, flight plan, pre-flight photo, crew count, countdown, and blast off. And then they've got some materials here too. So there's a little write thing, another laptop, and then just some miscellaneous things, some headphones, some pictures, roll tags, and there's the flight plan and the pre-flight checklist and some crayons. And then week 3 and 4, they're going to have a STEM challenge, a building challenge. So there's clipboards here, they can draw their blueprints, and then lots of materials in this basket, and they can choose what they would like to build. And up here you have the vocabulary words, lesson plans. I've added the activities, so just kind of a quick, like, what can we do here in this station? You can look, there's the tunnel, dress up play, pre-flight checklist, gears, telescopes, and space food matching. It has a star by it because that's going to be week 3 and 4, so that's what that means. And then when it's time to clean up, there's a lot of stuff, but I think it's worth it. So clean up expectations and what clean looks like. There's scaffolding questions that you can ask during play, and then reflection questions for that 5-10 minutes at the end when you gather to discuss what you've done. So that is actually, that board is for the astronauts. And then for the mission control, theirs is over here, and got vocabulary words, all the same things that we just talked about. So that is mission control. There is also magnetiles, and they can use their astronaut arms. So the metal tray it's going to be magnetic, so it's going to give them some different kinds of feedback, and they can take turns playing with the arms, but they can also play. And this is a transportation set, so you can see there's some chassis, and they can build all kinds of different things. You can ask them how to build it longer or wider, or all of those kinds of good things. All right, then this is where we get into animals. Now it's kind of out of place because I did so much space stuff, but it's still cool. This is submarines. Oh, I forgot to put the iPads in. Oh, Mary. Okay, well, anyway, weeks 3 and 4, I'll put these whaley boards out that they can rock on. But basically, this is a submarine, and it is really cool. And I can't believe I forgot the iPads, but there's going to be iPads in these portholes right here. And they're going to be on a like 12-hour YouTube loop of underwater things. And so that'll be really fun for them to watch. The iPads are in a cart in the gym, and they're not in a basket. They're just kind of stacked. So if you see those, don't use those. I'll label them or something. So, because we're going to use those for these few weeks. There's a tub here for the submarine. They can do I Spy flip things. So as they're watching, they can see which things they can spy in the video, and then, or they can use it as a checklist. And there's some cameras that they can use for taking pictures. Here is the vocabulary, all the lesson materials, and activities, scaffolding, and reflection questions. All right, so out of all of those, the astronauts, the shuttle, that's probably the one that you may want to, no, I'm just kidding. Mission control is the one that probably will need some teacher leading. And of course, just whatever you think your class needs. And then the other one that is not independent would be the space station. And this is a space station here. Say that 10 times fast. Got lots of vocabulary, things like that. So the scientists have a table over here that they can perform experiments while they're at the space station. So there's moon rocks, and they can take the moon rocks and they can sort them in different ways. There's some trays down here that they can sort, and you can flip them over and have different more sorting options. And then this is planets, and they can do a matching with the planets. And then they've got a laptop as well. Some measuring tools and magnifying glasses, things like that, and headphones that they can use while they're doing the experiments. These will come out weeks 3 and 4. These are magnifying squares, so they're different sizes, but they can use those. And of course, the roll tags are there too. They can also weigh the rocks, and they can write down the research that they do. And then on this side of the table, the scientists will be doing space observations. Again, I forgot, there will be 3 iPads here as their control panel, and they will be playing on a continuous YouTube, like a 12-hour space on different ones. So they can record the observations of things that they see. Weeks 3 and 4, I'll pull out the microscope so that they can use those as well. And then, of course, we have research books because, yeah, books. And then here is our star observatory. And this also will have an iPad. And the iPad sits right in here. It'll be all ready, and it will be playing a continuous video of stars. So it's obviously one person at a time. They can lay down and look up at the stars with their head inside the box. I will not demonstrate for you. But if any of the iPads have problems, if they get frozen or anything like that, just let me know. I will fix them immediately, so then y'all can enjoy them and the next class can enjoy them. They will be on a, what is it called? Guided access, so that the students can't, if they touch the screen, nothing's going to happen. And I will be sure and charge those each night. There is for ISPD and ECSE a bin over here that's just for their classes. It's just got some sensory materials and some earth things in there. And okay, also weeks 3 and 4 in the space station, there are experiments that they can do here. So these are experiment boxes, and they'll put their hands in through here and put them in the gloves, and then my hands are too big. They can play with the materials in here. This is some sand and some different materials. There's tweezers and things that they can pick up. And then this one is got the hands right here, and then it's play foam inside, and it's okay if it gets mixed up, the colors, it's totally fine. So they will have those to play with weeks 3 and 4 as well. And of course, also, when they're in the space station, they need to exercise because that's really important. So here's their treadmill. They can push the buttons and they can choose what they want to watch. So they can switch those out if they want to watch the news or Bluey. I wonder what they're going to choose. So I hope you have fun. I think we'll have a good time. I think I've used like 8 miles of tape. So anyway, if you have any questions, any issues, or technical difficulties or anything like that, just let me know. I will be there for you. And I hope you guys have so much fun.